for the last half hour. But we're going to get through it, and we're going to do it together, okay? Because, like you, I put my heart into this team for over 20 years, for me. I know people have been into it for much longer, but I have been a diehard Seahawks fan for over 20 years. In fact, I am so gay for the Seahawks that I actually book all my shows around the country around the Seahawks road schedule. That's how ridiculous and over the top I am about the team. Did anybody here go to the Pantages Theater show? Round of applause. All right. And you're going to recognize a lot of these jokes. I did a show at the Pantages Theater, and I had one of my favorite people. Instead of having, I had professional comedians do the show, but I also had John Moffat perform on the show. John Moffat is one of my favorite Seahawks, and that dude is just, he's fucking crazy. And I wrote a line for him where he said on stage, because everyone thinks he's crazy, and I was like, let's write something that would be, you know. And he said, all right, so you guys think I'm crazy, right? Like, I played for the Seahawks, right? And then I got traded to the Denver Broncos, and then I quit. And everyone said, oh, well, he's crazy because he quit football. But I'm not. In fact, in 24 hours, because this was the night before the championship games, in 24 hours, I'm going to be seen as the greatest genius that ever lived when I open up an eBay account and I put one item up for sale. And that item will be called the Denver Broncos Playbook. And he killed. I've been booking shows around the country, around the Seahawks schedule for almost 8-9 years. And the first time I realized I could do that was in St. Louis. I booked a show in St. Louis to be there when the Seahawks were going to play St. Louis. And every day I promoted my shows. I do TV and radio in every town I go to. Every day I'm talking about the Seahawks. Seahawks, Seahawks, Seahawks. Can't wait to watch the Seahawks. Seahawks! All I was talking about really was football. I couldn't talk, because it's in St. Louis, I can't talk about the Seahawks, I just talk about football. And one of the radio stations I'm on the air with said, hey, you keep talking about the game. Do you have tickets for the game? And I said, well, I'm just kidding, one ticket. So I don't think it'll be that hard to get one ticket. They go, okay, because we're going to ask you this on the air. Because, you know, our radio station, we do the halftime events on the field for the St. Louis Rams. So if you want, we can put you on the field, on the Rams sidelines, on Sunday. Would you like to get a field pass? And I went, are we talking about the game against the Seahawks? And they go, yeah. And I go, sure, I'll take that. And I didn't tell them anything about myself. And that Sunday, I walked on the field, on the Rams sidelines, wearing a Seahawks jersey. Not the same kind of enthusiasm for that in St. Louis, because I had people in the 500 level going, oh, fuck you, man! Oh, get off there! Fuck you! Get out of there! You suck! And I'm looking up at them going, no! You suck! Because I'm here, and you're up there! And this game ends in dramatic fashion. We had a kicker, Josh Brown. He sets up a 53-yard field goal attempt. We're down by 2. There's 3 seconds left on the clock, and he's going to attempt a 53-yard field goal. And I noticed that security isn't paying attention to the field anymore. So I start walking underneath the field goal, and I'm standing underneath the field goal as the ball goes over my head. I'm jumping up and down on the field. I turn around, and the Seahawks are running towards me. And I was like, ah! I saw Seahawks guys going, what the fuck you get up here? What's up? And I'm like, I don't know. Oh my God, holy shit. A friend of mine who lived in Bellingham, he had a channel called the NFL Ticket, which apparently shows bonus footage of the games. He called me up and he said, hey dude, it's Jack, Bellingham. I know it's going to sound really weird, but were you jumping up and down like a fucking fag on the field of the Seahawks? Yes, I was! Yes, I was! And that, I thought, was the highlight until I'm leaving the stadium. And I have to leave out the employee exit, which I don't realize is also the team entrance and exit. I didn't know that. And as I'm walking out, I see my quarterback, Matt Hasselbeck. And listen, I've worked with people who are a lot more famous than Matt Hasselbeck. All right? So there's no reason for me to start my period like I did. All right? But I completely lost my shit. I saw him and I went, Matt! And he turned around and he goes, what's up? And I go, what? My voice actually went that high with my reaction. And then I realized, holy shit, I got a camera phone. And I'm like, oh my God, sir, we take this picture. Matt, come on, we gotta do this. And if you look at the picture on my Facebook page, I look like I'm 12 years old. I'm shaking and holding him up. He takes the picture and goes, all right, man, I'll see you later. And he just walks away. Which, listen, there's something about meeting somebody who you really admire, where you want to stretch out a moment that is clearly over. Like, I asked him for a picture. He said, fine. He took the picture. Now he's leaving, but I want more out of this. And I go, Matt! And he turns around and I go, and reluctantly he turns around like, all right, what's up? And he starts walking towards me. And in my head I was like, all right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And I'm excited because I just know that, when you shake somebody's hand, start a conversation, that, maybe he'll teach me how to throw a spiral. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but I was just really overexcited thinking, all right, here we go. This is it. This is it. And he goes to shake my hand, and these are the only words that came out of my mouth. I went, you make me so happy. And he goes, what? Thank you. You make me so happy. That's what I said to Matt Hasselbeck. And here's the sad thing. I fucking meant that. You make me so... I've been rooting for fucking Rick Myra for 6 years. That piece of shit couldn't throw a ball to save his life. And then you showed up, and you started throwing the ball, and you started connecting. And that makes me happy. I like watching you on Sunday. It makes me... All right, so, anyway, I lost my shit. That's what I'm saying, okay? So, the story I just told you, I've been telling that story on the air at every radio station around the world for 8 years. Okay? I mean, especially when you do a sports station, they go, we'd love to have you on a sports station. I mean, we like your comedy, whatever, but do you have any sports stories? And I always tell them, well, I met my favorite quarterback and started retaining water for some reason. I'm like, all right, tell that story. So I've been telling this story on the air 8 years. Last year, I'm at the Super Bowl in New Orleans. And I'm broadcasting from the Super Bowl Media Center when I see Matt Hasselbeck walking to the Media Center. I look at my friend Jason and I go, dude, it's fucking Matt. And he goes, don't embarrass yourself. I go, I know. I'm just gonna say hi. Matt, hey, I just want to say hi. I'm a big fan. And Matt Hasselbeck walked up and went, Craig Gass. And I went, shut the fuck up! Are you serious? And he goes, you're the guy with the story, right? Hold on a second. Honey, come here. Craig, will you tell the story to my daughter? And I go, fuck yeah, I'll tell your daughter. Where's that little shit at? Bring her over here. Is that you? Hey! And I start telling her the story, and she looks at me like, my dad made you nervous? And I go, your dad's the coolest motherfucker in this room, okay? You show some respect for this motherfucker. And Matt's looking at me, he goes, Craig, I keep telling her, like, I hear about the story, people tell me, hey, there's a comedian who tells a story, man, it's awesome, thank you. And I go, thank you! Are you kidding me? Holy shit! Fucking Matt Hasselbeck. Which was awesome! Until that night, we go to a concert, a Super Bowl concert. That is the creepiest repeat of a fucking name I've ever heard. Was that your voice? You have a voice that started from the bottom of your anus. Holy shit. Can you imagine if this entire night we keep hearing an echo from hell like that? So my mama came out like, my mama. What the fuck was that? So, I'm already excited. I've had an interaction with Matt, and I know now that Matt Hasselbeck knows who I am. And my friend Jason and I, we go to a concert. A Super Bowl concert with Journey. What's that, Journey? Yes, it was Journey. Journey is performing a special Super Bowl concert. Jason and I, we're standing backstage. We're watching the concert. When I look over and I go, Jason. Man, Hasselbeck. I'm not gonna bother. And Jason looked over and he went, dude, look who's with him. And I go, what? Is that Brett Favre? Dude. We gotta say something to Brett Favre, right? We gotta say, I'll walk over there and I'll say, hey, I'm not stalking you. Yeah, I'll just, okay. Excuse me. I'm not stalking you. Yes, you are. I'm not stalking you. Yes, you are. I'm just repeating your words. Stop doing that. Stop doing what? You're scaring the fuck out of everybody. I walk over to Matt Hasselbeck and I go, excuse me. Matt Hasselbeck. Oh, I like that word. You don't want to be the last one out of this room. I can't even finish my fucking story because the fucking devil is here. Alright, so the bottom line is this. I go to Matt and I tap him on the shoulder and I go, Matt, I'm not stalking you. And Matt goes, dude, Brett, come here, Brett. And Brett Favre walks over and he goes, Brett, this is Craig Gass. This is one of the funniest comedians on the planet. And Brett walks over to me and goes, what's up, dude? I love stand-up comedy. And I go, I do too! I started crying to fucking Brett Favre. I couldn't handle what the fuck was going on, and I started crying to Brett Favre. They're talking to me, and Matt's going, this guy does impressions. Do the impressions for him. And I'm doing the impressions, and every impression I'm like, can we get a picture? And they go, yeah. And I was like, okay. The next day, I wake up, I log onto my laptop, I look at my Twitter page. Matt Hasselbeck is following me on Twitter! I called my friends back home in New York and I went, I fucking made it, bitch! Bam! Jason, come here! Look who's there! Jason. Oh, is that Jason? Jason, look! And Jason looks and goes, holy shit, Matt Hasselbeck. Matt Hasselbeck's fucking following me! And Jason goes, dude, you should tweet him. And I go, I should. I'll tweet him. And that's where this whole story just kind of goes sideways. Not because the devil is repeating everything I'm saying, but because of what I did. I decided to post the picture, and I had to come up with a caption. And I was so emotional looking at the picture. And by the way, look at my Facebook page. I'm not lying. You can go to my Facebook page and see this. You'll know that I'm not lying. Okay? It's facebook.com/I love gas. I love gas with 2 S's. If everyone in this room goes to that Facebook page right now, I'll have 12 more people on my Facebook page. Okay? Facebook.com/I love gas. Is it I love gas? Yes, it is. Stop creeping me out. Okay, can I breathe on you? No, please. And I posted a picture, and this is the picture, this is the caption I wrote with the picture. Because I'm looking at the picture, Brett Favre, smiling. Matt Hasselbeck, smiling. Me, crying. And I get so emotional looking at the picture that this is the caption I wrote. I wrote, I'm sorry, okay? But when one of your heroes introduces you to Brett Favre with the words, this is one of the funniest comedians on the planet, there's not enough jizz in your body to handle that moment. Send. And within an hour, Matt Hasselbeck unfollowed me. I was like, fuck. So, the moral of the story is this. Dreams can come true, just don't fuck them up. Hey guys in the back.
What?
Oh, whoever's talking, just bring it down.
No, I can't.
This show right now for the. Oh, holy shit! Give me a hug, Cliff. Ladies and gentlemen, Cliff Barnes. Cliff, come on up on stage, Cliff. Come on up here. You might not know Cliff Barnes. You might know him as a stand-up comedian. But here's something you need to know. Cliff Barnes built CenturyLink Field. Give him a round of applause. Go ahead. Built it. With his hands. Let me feel how rough your hands are. He built it. Holy shit. What the fuck? Who wants to fuck Cliff Barnes right now? Look at this. That's Mo 5? Holy shit. Built CenturyLink Field. I went to the game in Detroit. This show, by the way, has gone to fucking hell. So, I was in New York. I was at the game.
We were there.
Really? All right, give me a hug and let's talk after the show. Thank you, man. Did you?
One quick joke. So they asked me, what did you do after the game? I said, watch the second half.
Oh! Anybody else want to come up and steal the show from me? Wouldn't it be funny if the fucking drunk weird guy just got up?
I got one. I was there. How about this? If it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck. It's Peyton Manning, quack, quack. I'm the devil.
You are the devil.
If anyone in this room ever sees me again, can you please remind me of what happened tonight?
Yes, sir.
And then shoot me. Just shoot me. Yeah. Even if it's at an airport, just come to me and go, Craig? Hey, man. Craig Gass, comedian, right? Hey, I just want to say hi. I love your stuff, man. I'm from Seattle. Oh, Seattle, man. I love Seattle. Yeah, I was at that show with the devil. What? You were at that show? Yeah, I was at that show. Hey, wait a minute, come here. What happened that night? You don't know? Know what? Craig, the Comedy Underground isn't open on Wednesday nights. What? So what were those 12 people doing? We're having an AA meeting. What? Yeah, the guy with the devil voice? Yeah? It's my sponsor. What? How does he sponsor you? He calls me up and he goes,
Okay, step one. You're a drunk. Step two.
It's one of those shows. If I had to rank them, I've been doing stand-up comedy for 21 years. If I had to rank them in order, this is the worst fucking stand-up comedy ever.
What I like worse, yes.
Can I tell you what I think was the funniest story I've ever heard? It was after midnight on New Year's Eve, and I already believe this is the funniest story of 2014. Can I tell you that story?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, go ahead.
It's a long, complicated thing about I used to work with Dee Snider from Twisted Sister, right? And we used to work on a radio show in Hartford.
Hartford.
And just do it like in limited amounts. Just it makes it more special. So I'm in. Dee Snider has a New Year's Eve party. Everybody's laughing. I see everybody in the corner of the party laugh. And I'm like, what's so funny? They're like, the fucking tattoo story. And I go, what tattoo story? And the guitarist of Twisted Sisters there, he goes, it's all true. It's all true. And I go, what's true? And he goes, the tattoo story. And they start telling me the tattoo story. That apparently, last summer, Twisted Sister is doing a big outdoor festival in Europe with AC/DC. The singer of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, walks into Twisted Sister's dressing room. And everyone in the band is almost completely naked. They're putting on their stage clothes. So Brian Johnson's in the room and he's talking to somebody in the room. And then he starts obsessively looking at the drummer and looking at him and going, hey man, did you know you've got a giant fucking cock on your back? You got a fucking big dick on your back. And he goes, on my back? No, it's the tattoo? It's a dragon. He goes, I know it's a fucking dragon, but you got the 2 fucking balls and it's a huge fucking cock on your back. And he goes, no, it's a dragon. I don't know. And he goes, I know it's a dragon. And then everyone in the band starts looking at his tattoo going, wow, you know what? It does look like 2 balls. And the dragon neck is like a shaft. And Dee Snider points out, you know what? I hate to say this, but it doesn't even look like it's breathing fire. It looks like something way more fucked up. He goes, oh, fuck you guys. And they're like, no, we're not fucking with you. And people started taking pictures of the tattoo and going, look, see? It's like 2 balls at the bottom of the dragon neck. But to the band, he's like, fuck you guys. But privately, he calls back to the United States the next day and goes, hey, your guy, I think, tattooed a dick on my back here. And that's not cool. And this is what he hears from the tattoo shop back in the United States. Oh, wow. We had a lot of problems with that guy. He apparently liked to draw dick and balls on everybody. And he would incorporate a big cock into all of his tattoos. And we confronted him about it and said, hey, we're getting a lot of complaints that you're drawing dick and balls on people. And he said, can you give me a minute to make a phone call? And he left, and we literally have never seen him since. He took his dick and ball tattoo paraphernalia and just left town. And they said, listen, we'll take care of it. All right? Just come back and we'll cover up the dick and ball tattoo. All right? We're sorry. And so he has to go back to his band the next day and go, the guy drew a fucking dick and balls on my back! The fuck? Everyone was like, we thought you were like friends with the guy. He goes, I thought I was too. I loved him. I hung out with him. He did a couple of my tattoos. I said a couple of them. I thought he just did the dragon tattoo. He goes, no, he did the dragon and he did the my Jesus tattoo on my leg. And they're like, is that Jesus tattoo? So let's see the Jesus tattoo. And he shows them the Jesus tattoo and they're all looking at it and he goes, oh man! You don't put a dick and balls on Jesus! And they're telling me the story, and someone said, was it Jesus with a dick and balls on the cross? And I said, how funny would it be if it was Jesus nailed to a big dick and balls? Does anybody have any questions about what happened to my career? Anything? Any questions at all about the Seahawks? Anyone? Yes.
Can you do if Kennison was the Denver coach at halftime?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take you inside the locker room of the Denver Broncos. Isn't the coach named John Fox? John Fox. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take you inside the locker room of the Denver Broncos because this show has gone to complete shit. And I'm going to do an impression of John Fox. This is the halftime pep talk from the coach. John Fox will be played by Sam Kinison. Here we go. Well, that was bullshit. You guys liking this, huh? Is this fun? Yeah, we're getting to play in the Super Bowl. Isn't that fun, huh? Yeah, I'm having fun too. Except we're having a problem because Sherman and all those guys keep fist fucking on! What kind of game are you guys playing? Hey, you guys want to go to some fundamentals? Yeah, here's some fundamentals. When you snap the ball, you fucking pass it! Oh! give me another one. Go ahead. What's next?
All right, how about if Pacino
Al Pacino.
was giving the Seahawks a pep talk before the game?
All right, here we go. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Pete Carroll sitting down with his players before they walked out to play the Super Bowl. Pete Carroll, played by Al Pacino.
Well, here we go. We are about to go out and show the world who we are. We have spent 17 weeks being the best. And what do we get credit for? Nothing. Why? Because we come from a city that has no history of greatness. Does that not mean that we can be great now, today? We will walk out and make that fucking stadium a palace. A fucking palace! Where there are no kings or queens or dukes or earls, but all of us great. All of us great. And we will fist fuck this team. And come back and make Seattle great again!
All right, go ahead.
Christopher Walken confronting the devil.
I like what he's saying. All right, hold on a second. Christopher Walken. Hold on, wait. We're just.
There's always alpha.
This show sucks balls. We're just gonna fucking. It's gonna be Christopher Walken confronting the weird guy with the devil voice who won't shut the fuck up. Here we go. There we go.
You gotta forgive your friend the crap. You see, he's never been out of the house. His grandfather wanted him to come out of the house for the first time in 40 years. So his grandfather kept him in the only place he would fit, in his ass. This man would have spoke with a silky, beautiful voice if he hadn't been stuck in his grandfather's ass for 40 years. He just got yanked out, and he sounds like the devil. I'm scared of him. Pow! Oh, God.
Thank you, sir.
How about Yoda
All right.
as the defensive coach for the Legion of Boom?
All right. Ladies and gentlemen,
LOB.
the show has gone to shit part 4. Yoda as the defensive coach.
Pete Carroll.
Talking to the defense.
The time is yours. You have been planning for this your whole life, yes? Yes.
I believe that was a TIE fighter flying by right now.
How about Tracy Morgan doing Richard Sherman's rant?
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron Andrews walks up to Richard Sherman at the end of the San Francisco 49ers fan. Richard Sherman, what do you have to say for yourself?
We the best. This guy is so, what was the word he used again?
Mediocre.
Mediocre? I'm tired of mediocre bitches trying to play us. That's crazy. I'm ready for Peyton Manning. His head is huge. I don't even know why he wears a helmet. That's crazy. And I want to put a baby in your butthole.
All right, listen, I'm going to try to steer this show back with Satan. Go ahead. Gene Simmons.
Peyton Manning's post-game interview.
Doing Peyton Manning's post-game interview. All right, Lo, I need you to ask me a question for Peyton Manning, and I'll answer it as Gene Simmons.
Peyton Manning, I noticed you changed your call from Omaha to Omama.
That's right.
Why was that?
Listen, it's because we can still say Omaha, okay? And if you want to see, there's a new word that we're saying, but you can't say it on TV, okay? If you want to hear the word, go to kissonline.com, okay? And then you click on my codpiece. Wow, this show is the weirdest fucking show.
I don't know how to end a show that's gone this fucked up. Aside from bending over and giving myself the shocker.
Jim Foreman in the parade.
All right, here's the thing about that. Can I tell you a story about that?
Yes, sure.
Can I tell you a story without, I love you, but I just want to just tell the story. Are you here with anyone, or?
I think he just passed out.
Oh, thank God. All right. So, I miss this town. I haven't lived here in 15 years. I miss everybody in it. There are people here. I just want to fuck everybody's faces. I'm so happy to see people here. And I used to live here, and now I don't live here anymore. And for anyone who's ever lived here and outside of Seattle, you have to agree with me that the local media here is loaded with some of the dumbest motherfuckers you've ever seen in your life. And I know the media gets hit with a lot. No, Kevin's not part of that. The media gets, actually Kevin and Softy are some of the smartest guys I've ever met. They do a show that is, it's above the norm. But the media, okay, I'll give you an example. Like, the media always gets tagged with, are they reckless? Are they, like in Guantanamo Bay. There were pictures of captives naked with bags over their head. Our soldiers laughing, smoking cigarettes. Was that reckless? I don't know. But what I do know is when I lived in Seattle, I was watching Como 4 News, and they actually went to a commercial by saying, when we come back, Steve Poole's going to tell you why you're going to need an umbrella tomorrow. What? Fuck. Well, fuck, Steve, I'm on the edge of my seat. Why am I going to need an umbrella tomorrow? I can only think of one possible reason why I might need an umbrella tomorrow. And when it rains a little more than usual, they can't just tell you, it's pretty wet out there. Keep it to King 5 News. We'll tell you more tonight at 11 o'clock. They have to interrupt Judge Judy before she goes to her verdict, and they've made a graphic with dramatic music. Rainstorm 2010. Rainstorm 2010. King 5 News is following Rainstorm 2010 throughout the day. The body count remains at 0, but keep it here to King 5 News, and we'll keep you posted throughout the day. Rainstorm 2010. And you're looking out your window going...